3, 2, 1. Bush. Oh my God, that's cold.
Wow.
Welcome back to You Betcha Radio Podcast, the coldest podcast in all the Midwest.
Jesus, right.
I am Myles, the You Betcha guy, here with T-shirt guy Ryan and
Hello.
Are you okay?
Yep, I'm good.
and
Wrong pipe.
and my wife.
Maybe.
Hey.
Ooh,
And
that sounds good.
And you're back. You're here.
I am.
We spoiler alert, we didn't kill each other on the honeymoon. We're still married.
After 3
Hey.
weeks.
We're
Yeah.
still married after 3 weeks.
Oh, this is the part where it gets hard now after the honeymoon phase.
Yeah, it's usually like, I would say like the first year of marriage is always the hardest.
That's what I've heard.
I've
Yeah.
heard so many things about marriage being hard.
Which
I've heard it
hard.
so much.
also, it's not that hard.
It's just like,
When you've dated the person and lived with them a little bit, it's just not that hard.
The only thing that changes is maybe a bank account.
Yeah.
yeah. I've just
Yeah.
heard it a lot.
We're gonna get a joint credit card. I'm gonna put a governor on it.
Ooh, you gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta.
But I won't tell you what the governor limit is and just see how much you'll spend.
You gotta get test the waters though. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's true. I got to try it out.
Yeah.
See how far I can get.
Well, guys, we did it. We got hitched. And as promised, just like we did for Ryan's, just like we did for Tyler's, welcome to the Myles and Ann wedding review episode.
See, off the
Clink,
top,
clink,
though,
clink, clink, clink. Can we-
off the top, totally unfair that Anne's in the room.
Well, okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, why don't you guys go ahead and tell the audience that she can't be here?
Yeah, Tyler and Ryan, I'd love to hear
Yeah,
you
I'd love-
tell me to
it's just-
leave.
it's-
And I would love for you to tell your new boss that she has to leave the room.
I didn't say she had. I just said it was unfair that she's here.
Oh.
Tyler, I will agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
No, I 100% agree with you guys. I was just told to be here, and I'm here.
Oh.
Well, it
Are
is-
we having our first fight?
Yep.
I told you
Marriage-
after the honeymoon phase.
Marriage
it gets
is
tough.
hard. Marriage is hard.
This is so hard. God, marriage is hard.
Okay, if you guys want us to walk you through how you solve this real quick, it's a marriage
So-
thing.
Yeah.
But you said that you're okay with them letting our
I
wedding
have
have it a little bit.
I have thick skin.
Because
I
then-
live with Myles. What do you
because then
expect?
I'll also probably by the end of this have my own gripes with our wedding.
Oh
So-
God.
I mean, there's nothing that I'm going to say that I don't think you already know.
Okay, I'll take that.
Okay. Jared, what do you think? Do you think we should just let our gates open or what? You think we should just start it out? Probably have an intermission. You be the referee, all right? Make sure no one gets too
Above the belt.
nothing no touching of the hair or face.
Right.
And that's it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Welcome to the Montplaisir Wedding Review 2023. Who wants to start?
I'll start. I'll preface it with overall great wedding.
Thanks, Tyler.
9.5 out of 10. Had a fucking blast.
Okay.
I'll let you know that.
Suck
Yeah,
up.
great way to start. Yeah.
The bar, when we got there early, absolutely blue balled us. Open, bartender standing there, wouldn't serve anyone pre-ceremony.
Oh.
They had to sit there and they teased us. Looking like
no
they were open.
pre-sari-
So, time out.
beers.
Does that include the beers?
Yeah, no, we couldn't. No alcohol before the ceremony.
I didn't know anything about that.
which is
This
fine.
comes to me now.
Did you?
I did.
Ooh. She shut it down.
No, okay, so this is what happened. I was asked if we should have the bar open before the ceremony. And because of the location of everything and people starting to mingle and drink and all that stuff, we just wanted people to go straight into the ceremony rather than going to their seats and then people having to be like, hey, let's go into the ceremony now, okay? Like I feel like when I am at weddings often, it's like that's the hardest part is like interrupting people and saying, okay, now you gotta get in the ceremony, we're about to start. Whereas like the bar being closed, it was like, okay, you don't have a choice but to go into the ceremony because that was the
Valid reason.
Yes.
I am on Tyler's side. That does suck, and that
Yep.
does suck.
And I totally get that reasoning. My biggest gripe with it is they teased us.
Oh,
They
okay,
were
okay.
standing there like it was open.
Gotcha.
Everyone was there. There was a bartender working it,
they're just staring at you,
but
like,
just there to tell us no.
gotcha.
So, well, one, that's what you get for being a nerd and showing up early to the wedding.
You should show up
I-
late to weddings.
I mean,
I
like,
had to be there early to
I
make
wouldn't
sure
even
Ryan
have
had his
known.
stuff.
I wouldn't even have known that if I was coming to my own wedding because I just would have walked up and like, she's already down. She's already at the altar, so I gotta.
Said I
just,
do.
I just gotta sneak in the back.
I had to be there early to make sure Ryan forgot some stuff I had to bring to him. And I also had to poke
Ryan-
my head into the back room. Your mom and dad looked like they were going to kill me for going in that back room.
Private back room.
Yeah.
Not supposed to be back there.
I was just there to help my friend.
Well,
I mean, and that was some logic right there.
Thank you.
I completely get that because
Yeah. I mean, I understand it, but they were just
Yeah.
teasing us.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan, you did have a open or a bar before your ceremony.
see, we did,
Which,
and they had
for your vibe was cool because you were outside in the summer, like outside
also,
bar. That
like,
was cool.
Not as fun of a party, so you kind of had to drink more, so it made sense.
Myles.
well, okay. Also, we had a TV on the bar. Just like I think my father-in-law just carried the TV and put it on the bar.
Extension cord running right
And
through the ceremony.
Yeah, there's a college football game on, like a big college football game, and I mean, people. Damn near 5 minutes before the ceremony, people are just eyes glued to the TV watching. So I completely get where you're like, all right, fucking, let's go,
gotta
let's get to
going.
your seat. You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
I get it.
yeah.
Well, that would be my next note. It didn't start on time anyway, so
What time did it start?
it was only like 6 minutes late. But,
Ooh, that's
Really?
not bad at
No,
all.
not
actually,
bad.
I thought it was like 15 or 20 minutes.
but I was hyper focused on little things like that, so I could write them on my list.
Yeah,
Did you have a notepad?
I have a notes app.
Okay, notepad.
So
same
one
thing.
thing, it's cool to start late.
Myles.
Yeah, fashionably late though.
That
6
was
minutes.
fast. 6 minutes is
6 minutes for a wedding is probably equivalent to like 30 minutes.
because
at a
anytime you
Yeah.
non-wedding.
start getting above 6 minutes, you get into the 8 to 10 minute category. There's murmurs.
yeah. people are
There's
talking.
Yeah,
murmurs.
who's backing out?
Is something not? Did she leave? Whatever. 6 minutes though is like, oh, Myles was just freshening up in the back.
Myles is.
He was just finishing shaving. You know, that's what they're thinking. You get to 8 to 10 minutes, there's murmurs. You last thing you need before a wedding ceremony is murmurs.
You're turning this Tyler's point into a good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it absolutely was a good thing.
Well, I'm just saying we weren't rushed to get everybody in there if we were starting late anyway, so we could have had the bar
That
open.
is true.
That's
We could
true.
use that 6
Yep.
minutes to corral the cattle.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Well,
That's true.
the cool kids in the back were drinking all day. So
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We all wanted to join.
Maybe you should have sucked up to me enough over the years
Yeah.
like Ryan did. You could have been in the wedding party.
Well, I tried sneaking back there, but I thought your mom was going to kill me.
It is strange that
No,
I
there
don't know.
was like
I think I just surprised them, and they just maybe had like
they had
no,
this.
they probably didn't recognize you because you weren't wearing glasses, you didn't have a hat
True.
on, and you didn't have sweatpants on. They're like, who
that is a good point.
who let
And
this
no
fucking
crowds.
random in the back room?
Yeah.
No, they did have this thing. So there's that door is hidden.
It is
Yeah.
a
Oh,
sneaky
yeah.
door.
So it's like it cannot be opened within a certain period before the wedding. So each time it was opened, the whoever was in charge was like, get that shut. So I think maybe that had to do something with it. But
They should have someone working security.
See,
yeah,
more-
there should have
more
been a
logic.
security
We
guard.
just-
I'm
Ant's
a
full of logic
I am
right
full of
now.
logic. I'll take that.
So far, nothing that you brought up has been an issue. Ryan,
Hello.
you know what would help those allergies of yours?
Hydration.
Hydration, baby. And I can tell you what, I had a good time at my wedding. Day after, though,
Mm-hmm.
I sucked down a couple ice mountains. It's the best drink to have after you ripped and roared on the dance floor at your wedding. Had a couple 2 drinks, switched from the Bush Mountains to the Ice Mountain. Oh my God, that's so wet.
Did you end up checking a bag with like a couple cases of IMs in there?
I actually ended up mailing them.
Oh, it's overnighting them.
Overnight, yeah.
I overnight.
It'd be kind of fun to like overnight yourself to a destination like Cambodia and then try to race it there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Who's gonna get there? Me or my ice mountains
Actually,
first?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I did. And I was just sucking them down. I mean, just Absolute-
and right.
I mean,
There was
it
only consent on one side.
Yeah. Tell you what, I did still get consent from the water bottle to drink it, but it was close. What's in that ice mountain?
Wouldn't you like to know?
No, it was actually one of those things when I got to Cambodia. All the you've seen videos of like humans going to like a third world country that maybe hasn't seen technology really, and like a guy pulls out a phone and all the kids are losing their mind. I pulled out an ice mountain and they were like, I've never seen water like that. That is the most natural spring water I've ever seen in my effing life, is what the kids in Cambodia said in their native language. And I tell you what, they loved it.
He said, kids, it doesn't get more.
And then I went a whole thing of like, well, come on, gather around, Cambodian kids. I'm going to tell you a little story about a cataclysmic event across the pond. And I went into the whole thing.
Yeah,
Sit down.
when
You
you
ever
went
heard
there
of
for a
Michigan?
honeymoon. Yeah, actually.
And so now most of those kids' dream is to grow up and go to Michigan to see the aquifer
to climb
And
the
play
ice mountain.
hockey.
and to play hockey,
Yep.
Ice Mountain.
Ice runs deep.
You're like an Ice Mountain ambassador.
Yeah. International ambassador.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what I am.
An IMA is what they like to call those.
I'm a.
I'm a ambassator.
I'm a
International. Wait, Ice Mountain
Ice Mountain
ambassador. All right, go just drink some Ice Mountain. Be like the cool Cambodian kids.
I'm gonna actually backtrack one night.
Okay, good.
Miles' mom gave a speech. It was good. I think it was your mom that gave a speech. It was a good speech.
No.
Well, anyways, this happened at the groom supper. She kept trying to cover up his spaz moments with passion. She kept.
Oh,
She kept
Oh,
saying,
that was my brother.
"Oh,
again,
that okay.
this
That was yeah." And then
So first of all, my brother inaccurately labeled me as a spaz.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Wow.
yes, that's what it was.
I mean, honestly though, when have I ever actually spazzed?
Post wedding, I don't remember post wedding. Pre wedding, quite a few times.
Yeah. I'm a changed man.
But okay, so then Miles' mom tried to cover up his brother's accusation of him being a spaz with passion. He's a passionate
I
guy.
am a
Like I
passionate
can't. I
guy.
mean,
That's the nicest
there's
way
a
to
difference
put
between
Yeah.
the two. And I mean, sometimes you just got to spaz on it.
Yeah, but also
It's like
You
putting
can't
paint on a
confuse-
rotten board.
you can't confuse passion with spasticity.
I think,
And I think most of the time I'm wrongly accused of spazzing when it's mostly I care more than everyone
Sure.
else.
My
Yeah.
God.
Start crying right now.
And it's like, especially when it's like your wedding and
And it's not a good look for you, Miles, that the only person that backs that up is mom.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't
yes,
even
got
back
one,
that up.
Tyler.
If it was dad, I'd be like, all right, maybe he is just passionate, but it's mom saying it. So
Yeah. I mean, other than my mom, basically everyone else in my family's out to get me at all times. So you can back that up.
that's funny.
And how can we bring Miles down a notch? Because I'm sick of his notches.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah, he got too many.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what's your thought on me being a spaz? Would you agree with my mom?
I would agree with Ryan on this one.
It's
Yeah.
it's diverting. It's disguising it.
Yeah, for sure. It's two,
There
they're
is
two different
passion in
things.
there. Don't get us wrong. There is passion in there, but not all the time. Not all the time.
So it's just me and my mom against the world.
That's not a good look.
Miles and Bear against the world.
Yeah,
You give me a place to stand and I'll move the world.
with your
It's a quote about
spasticity.
leverage.
What else you got, Tyler?
Oh, you gave me a lot of shit for the burlap only on the end chairs. No decorations on yours at all.
Ooh.
Would have liked some effort.
All right, I will
Yep.
look to Anne on that because that was.
Ooh,
know-
I got a good logic for this one. We had
So hold on, I love Logic Ann. We've
Logic
unlocked
Ann.
a new. If she was a WWE character, she would be Logical Ann.
Mm-hmm. Wears
And
glasses to the
Kill him
ring.
with logic.
Yeah,
I think that's where that quote comes from, right?
Kill him. Yeah, there you go.
kill him with logic.
Kill
I think it's kill him with kindness.
No,
Same
Dog.
church.
Tyler.
You're disguising it for.
What were you gonna say?
All right, logical and let's hear.
No,
what you
I
have
was
to
gonna
say.
say Tyler had like 20 seats. We had 220
Oh,
seats.
Well,
We
you're
have
welcome
10
for getting
times
invited
as many
to.
friends.
Well, mine was
Okay.
more exclusive, so you're welcome for being on the list.
Hey, I didn't give you crap about
Ooh.
burlap, so
I know.
we
This is
coulda-
why it's unfair that you're in here.
Yeah. Yes.
We could have had burlap. We just didn't have time.
Yeah, me either. I ran out.
I mean, Tyler, you had a long time. I think you got engaged like 3 or 4 different times. In like,
Yeah, but in the
You had
snow.
8 kids, 4 engagements, and probably a full decade in between.
This is your wedding review, not mine.
I didn't mean to.
I have another note on the chairs, by the way.
Well, hold on. And burlap. Why didn't we do burlap?
That wasn't your guys' vibe.
no, I'm
Yeah.
not a burlap. I just was going for more of the sleek look.
Oh, see, very political. She doesn't want to say that she doesn't like burlap. In case Becca's listening, I see that. That's
no.
smart.
No,
Very
I had
smart.
a lot of burlap in my.
Very logical of her.
No, I had a lot of burlap in my old apartment, like decorations and stuff.
So
but
talking about your old apartment.
yeah, like when
So,
I
like,
lived by
how
my.
long ago? Like 6-7 years ago. That's when it was in style.
No, we just went
Is that
for
what
a
you're
more.
trying to say?
No, more of a sleek look, and we had a lot of chairs.
That's my next note.
Too many
They were
chairs.
so fucking close together. You guys had
I wouldn't have known. I
you
was
had
standing up
15
front.
feet on either side of them to spread them out a little.
I wish that I would have thought that that's like the prank I would have pulled on you guys. Like, hey, those things, we're going to need chairs closer together. Because there is nothing worse than being at a wedding.
Like your
and
hips are
being- and
touching.
Kind of,
Yeah.
kind of feeling like you're trying to pinch your shoulders together and just
like on an airplane when you don't want to touch the
or
random.
you and the buddy next to you have to alternate. One of you leans forward while the one's back, and
that's
then you alternate.
Yeah.
If I wasn't next to Becca and I could put my arm like up on her chair, I'd have been miserable.
Okay,
My
and-
traps would have been on fire.
and that venue holds like 100 more people than what
That's
we
what-
had, which would be insane.
I wouldn't have complained if I didn't look at the sides and there was definitely room to spread them
Now,
out.
what I will have to say though, do you remember Tyler's? His was spread out for COVID.
On purpose. I
you
gave you
remember that?
extra room.
No, it was. Yes, I do. But it was nice.
It was
Yeah,
like
Miles.
6 feet in between
Yeah.
chairs.
Miles.
It was
For
nice.
me and
though.
Ann to hold hands during the ceremony, we just had to do ET phone home.
I did that
I
for
did.
you
I
guys.
did like that though, Tyler.
No,
Yes.
I would agree, Tyler.
because I could spread my shit out.
It would have been
if I
nice.
wanted, you know.
So at Jared's wedding someday, he needs to find the happy medium between yours and Ann's and I's.
yeah.
Maybe just pews.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
go
You
peep
can
your own.
choose.
Wow.
benches.
Yeah. There you go.
Thought about benches actually, but
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Like aluminium ones, like aluminum.
no,
ones.
Like
not
baseball
dugout
stadium.
benches. They would have been wooden.
Just slap burlap
Yeah.
on those.
Ryan would be used to it too.
Yeah. Again,
He's
your-
so used to riding pine. Ryan's like, yeah, God,
first thing
those
Jared says the whole review is shot at Ryan.
God, those
I'm sorry,
bench
Ryan.
seats at the wedding were comfortable as shit. And I'm like, oh, my back was hurting. And he's like, no, what do you mean? Cut my butt real nice.
Speaking
sorry,
of
Ryan.
backs hurting, my next note. Your sister made a stand for half the ceremony.
Oh yeah, dude, I forgot about that one.
She made a stand up for
That was
Ann.
funny though.
Yeah, but we didn't have any room with all the chairs that close together. So we're standing there like trying to bob and weave.
You guys look like a choir. You all kind of
Yeah.
stand a little bit turned
Okay,
sideways.
so did you guys even notice that?
No.
I did. I did.
Okay.
I was a little bit blacked out. I'm not gonna lie. Not drunk. Like I was like, I was nervous. and-
I was
So I didn't even notice at all. I was just trying not to like lock my knees.
I was
you know?
30 seconds away
Good
from
Dave.
saying something to her because I've seen that a lot. And I was kind of like doing like the look back at her, look at the people. And I was so close to like interrupting her.
So what happened was everyone rises and came in. We did the whole thing. And then my sister was the officiant, was supposed to tell everyone to sit down. Well, she forgot to do that and just started rolling into
Yeah.
the speech thing. And then like after what? couple minutes.
So I was following it
Yeah.
on the program. She made it. She was almost to the halfway point on the program of like list of things that they were going to do.
Oh.
So
And then she was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, by the way, you guys can sit down."
yeah,
But
Yes.
I will have to say,
Yep.
it did disarm everyone in the room.
yeah.
Tension was cut. Everyone was a little more relaxed.
Yep.
Well, there wouldn't
a
have been
great
any
laugh.
tension if we
Yeah.
could have sat right away.
Okay.
No, I warned her.
Valid point.
I warned her that I was going to bring this up.
No, I
did?
mean, it's a very
Yeah.
valid
Okay.
point.
That's funny.
I haven't.
But that's, I guess, what you get when you hire an amateur. You know,
I have another.
doesn't do that for a living, man.
Didn't pay her.
What,
She did online.
The
somewhere.
definition of an amateur is we didn't pay her.
That's true.
Professional means you
She did a
get
good
paid.
good job though.
it was
She did
pro
do a good
bono.
job.
Mhm.
Yeah. She, pro bono.
It really did
Yeah.
crack the ice or what?
Tension.
Break
cut,
the ice.
Cut the
Break
tension.
it broke the ice.
Really,
broke the
it really
ice.
shattered the ankle of the whole room.
Fucking razor scooter to the ankle. Tension was shattered.
Yeah, that was. I mean, you guys had to have been pretty livid.
I mean, we were fine, but it was funny.
Was it?
Like, the-
Well, yeah. What was the crowd? I mean, were you guys looking like, hey?
Yeah, there was murmuring going
Wait,
on.
Ryan, did you notice?
No,
Oh,
not at all.
wow.
I was getting worried.
So there's a question. You were getting worried?
A little bit like, oh god, this will be a 20-minute stand. Right?
Yeah.
That would have also been another great prank.
Yeah,
if I'd have been
would've.
like, hey, don't let him sit down. Tyler
Poor
and
grandma up
Ryan and
front would be
Jared
dying.
fucking hate it.
Yeah.
A little worried.
So
Where's it-
you would have actually said like, hey,
Yeah.
everyone can sit down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Really?
I would have. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Jeez, what a bridezilla.
Well, I'm looking out for 98% of the
we
people.
would have appreciated
Yeah,
it for sure.
I know. I've seen it done many times where it's kind of it's a common thing that people forget that. It's an easy step to forget.
Yeah, that's
And so I've seen it multiple times where it's just like a polite little like, hey, don't everyone to sit down.
But is
And
it-
then again, everyone just laughs again.
was it her first time ever doing
No.
a wedding?
No.
I think she's a pastor.
No, because she
isn't
did good.
Yeah,
She did. I was gonna.
I was like, that was her first time. Right?
well, I was gonna say for her first time, it's really good to only have that one mistake because
Oh,
the
yeah,
rest of
no.
it was really good. Actually.
yeah, no, she's done a few.
That was definitely her first time. I could tell. That's what Tyler said, not me.
No, she's done a few and she works in the church, so she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good job. Besides making us fucking stand for an hour.
An hour.
An hour.
I mean, it was
An extra like 90 seconds.
And to me, it felt like an hour because when I'm with you,
Time stands
standing
still.
there with our hands in hand, staring into each other's eyes, about to get married, time stood still.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Ooh,
can't you guys feel the love?
I'm starting to sweat a little bit.
Are you?
You're not that uncomfortable.
Yeah, look how
Is
much.
it warm in here?
Look how much room you have
It gets
between
pretty
those
fucking
guys
hot
too.
here.
I know.
Yeah.
Imagine if their chairs were touching yours.
Yeah, that would be a little uncomfortable, huh?
Yeah, we should get our chairs a little bit closer.
So we
You know what?
we know
Quit
what those
bitching
guys
about
went
the
through.
chairs. We gave you a free meal.
Yeah. Oh, it costs a gift.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah. Meal for a gift, kind of like a free will donation.
Yeah.
Or yeah, you bring in like canned food,
Mm-hmm.
you get X.
My next note on here, I don't know why I wrote it, so maybe you can help me. But there was litigation in the middle of the ceremony. Did you do some legal talk, if I
No.
remember right?
So instead of doing a uni ceremony, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because Anne said she hates unity. She would much rather everyone be at it alone. She hates unity. We didn't do a unity ceremony. We just signed the marriage certificate.
Yeah.
I actually like that.
Yeah, I've actually never seen that in my
Yeah.
So
entire
what's
life.
really funny,
I haven't
though,
either.
so what's really funny is in North Dakota, the bride and groom don't have to sign the marriage license, just the witnesses. So we just pretended to sign.
Yeah. We
Just so
literally
it would
You
take-
fooled me.
So
Yeah.
so it would just take longer.
No, I'm sure there was people like in the audience that were like, guys, don't sign that. We're in North Dakota, like dying that we're signing it. But no, we just faked it because
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
you're not supposed to sign it in North
Absolutely
Dakota.
Fucking bamboozled.
I'm duped.
I know.
Yeah,
You
really-
got to feel like such an idiot right now. Oh my God. You thought I signed that, Jared?
We thought you were really litigating.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like tear
but
shampoo.
hey, why would I be litigating? You know, I don't get caught up in litigation, or I do everything.
Well, that's why I wrote the note.
Yeah.
Going against his litigating in the middle of his wedding.
Yeah.
Can't get away from it.
Absolute. That was a classic litigator prank by me.
Great prank by me. While you guys were doing that, I had all the rings passed around from front row to the row right, but first 2 rows actually.
Went completely against my wishes and did a ring warming ceremony.
Behind your back.
All right, yeah. She's like, all right, and the rings, please. And Chase is like, I don't know. And Ryan's like, they're on row 7 right now. They should be up there quick. So, and then he just like does like a little snap to the musicians, like, just play it again. We got a little bit longer.
So that was going on while you guys were signing.
Gotta get these things warmed up. God forbid they're a little chilly willy on their fingers.
Stuck a hand warmer under everyone's seat.
You
All
brought-
right, everyone reach under their seat. Everyone's got a hand warmer. Shake it up.
You brought like a like pizza delivery little case that they bring the pizza in that you flip open and take the rings out.
It's got like the silver inside.
Yeah.
reflecting
No, I had your
heat
brother's
stuff.
DoorDash one from DoorDash. Like a hot cold cooler.
I got rings for Myles. Rings for Myles.
There's a
Are
sign
you
in the
saying?
door.
Are you? Or no, I got wings for Myles.
Wings?
No, I think you mean rings up here. Yeah, bring it on up here.
That'd actually be great. Get your rings DoorDash to the ceremony.
And they leave it at the front. Like, God damn it! I forgot
Yeah.
to put no contact drop off on.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot to choose the hand it to me.
Yeah.
Well, are you guys mad that we didn't pour sand or light a candle?
No, I just thought Myles says how much he hates litigation, and then you guys did legal stuff in the middle of the ceremony. I actually thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because it was annoying after my wedding to have to like go off again before going out and
Oh,
drinking.
yeah.
Like,
I didn't
big
really
old
think
signing
about that
thing.
kind of thing. Because, I mean, essentially you can do it you have to do it that day.
No, but it's when the witnesses are there, and if
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
suppose you're all there.
I'm not going to go and find the maid
Yeah,
of honor
true.
best man and get them
You
back
wouldn't,
together.
yeah,
True.
you wouldn't even need to do it. You just don't do it, and then you don't get married. You get all them gifts, and then
And you're so
you can dupe everyone at the wedding. Yeah, hey, sorry,
That's
fucker.
what we call it,
We didn't
double
even get
dupe.
we didn't even
Yeah.
get married.
we double duped.
Yeah.
Yeah, our witnesses actually just faked it too.
Billy McFarland. That's actually not a
Yeah.
bad idea.
Firefest.
Yeah. Fire wedding.
We had Ja Rule performing at the reception.
Live band, Ja Rule.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that he's best friends with Billy McFarland and Ja Rule.
Wait a second.
That would have been good. I will say well, I got another thing. You guys want to hear it?
Yeah, Ryan, let's hear it.
Sure.
I'll
I mean-
have logic behind it.
I'm a big allergy guy, especially in the springtime. I feel like March, we're getting close to spring.
Were you sneezing?
I mean, the amount of floral decorations in there.
Were you
And I get it
sneezing?
looked nice, but fuck, my nose was so stuffed up and
Not
running.
actually, really?
Yeah, oh yeah. When I woke up the next morning, I could barely breathe out of my nose.
Wow.
Well, maybe that had to do with the excessive amount of drinking. That maybe didn't have anything to do with it.
Fuck.
I think it
Also,
was the flowers.
I was trying to blame it on the flowers, but
Also, maybe just don't be a giant fucking pussy and get your nose messed up from flowers.
Yeah. You threw up the next morning like, God damn, those flowers.
Yeah, you throw up from it.
I had 40 drinks last night, but those flowers really did me in. she,
how inconsiderate of both of you.
she knows that I hate those flowers.
I didn't know that was a thing. Is that just people with allergies? Like, is that what happens in
Probably.
the springtime?
Yeah.
Are you allergy prone?
In the springtime,
Yeah, yeah. Well, it just came early for you this year.
Are you
Yeah,
allergy
got-
prone?
got that.
AKA, are you a little bitch?
You fuckers. You got me.
Florals by Beth can suck it.
Florals by Beth.
I don't know who our
Vomit by
floral
Ryan.
vendor was. You think it was just that type of flower that got you? Like
I
if
don't
we'd
know,
have
I
done
don't
a
know.
different flower, you think we'd have been fine?
When
or-
we renew our vows, we'll get different flowers for
Yeah.
you.
There you go.
Also, be looking for the mail. We actually figured it would just do 2 birds, 1 stone. So what we're gonna do, what we decided to do, was when we send out our thank you notes, we're also putting an invitation to our vow renewal in it
And then
for
on that,
10 years from now. So it's a save the date and a thank you for the vow renewal, so we can save the money. Because with inflation, I mean, card stock's gonna be
Yeah. Well,
through the roof in 10 years.
Well,
So
and
really,
then-
it's an investment.
and then we can do like you do with the food and do. Are you allergic to flowers? And then yes or no.
actually, that's not a bad idea.
You know
Yeah,
what?
kind
Hey,
of allergies you
at
got?
my next wedding, I'll put on the RSVP. Let us know if you're allergic to flowers.
And then we'll put you in a separate room.
You get to watch.
Well, you
them on
won't be there,
TV.
Ann.
Oh,
Put you in a bubble.
Always gets a laugh at the next wedding.
That's good. Yeah. Did you guys get to keep leftovers?
yeah. Some people did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Fuck,
we
I never-
didn't personally, but a lot of people brought some home. Yeah.
Actually, I just found out that the place that catered my wedding, the whole hog with the fedora on top, went out of business last week. So RIP to them.
The
we never
Even
got-
with all
the
the
pig
plugging
roast?
you've been doing on this podcast, it couldn't stay open.
No, they're
Really,
clo-
we're plugging the pig the whole time.
I know they're closed down for good. Maybe the fedora started to add up. Couldn't resell them.
Or maybe once you announce that that's what you did at your wedding, people started canceling their orders.
Yeah, we don't want the fedora.
We're actually just gonna do buffet style,
Yeah.
I think. T-shirt guy, fedora.
You guys got to keep leftovers though.
Yeah. Some people did.
You could
Yeah.
freeze them for the next 10 years and have them.
Yeah, at the renewal.
At your
Well,
vows.
this is true.
I need
Renewal.
a big freezer for that.
Yeah, just freeze all of it. That just serve that to the guests at
Yeah.
the renewal.
There you go. Inflation.
Inflation,
Inflation.
big
You know how
time.
cheap that'll be.
Will they?
Yeah.
Do they look the same in 10 years after you freeze them?
Oh, freezer burnt.
Little freezer burnt.
Okay.
Nothing.
You just got to microwave it for every
Right,
year.
Nothing an air fryer can't do.
You just vacuum seal it all.
Yeah.
Just put your vacuum in the freezer and then put the food in the vacuum.
So not only are we saving cakes, we're now saving flowers too.
Can you freeze flowers for 10 years?
You can put them in books, press them.
Oh, there
Yeah, you
go.
could press
Oh
them.
yeah, you can preserve them. Yeah,
Press them.
press them.
You guys, did you guys do a cake?
No, that was one of my things. I think the first podcast we did about the wedding.
Oh yeah, you're not
Yeah.
a cake
I had
gal.
no cake. No.
No
cake.
You guys
smearing
did-
it.
It was a donut wall
It
and
was
it
a
was
donut.
sweet.
Thanks.
Okay.
Nah,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
it was sweet.
Okay. About the donut wall. I mean, again, this is personal. Like the flower thing. This is a personal opinion. I'm a big apple fritter guy.
Mm.
There was none on that donut wall.
See,
Or
I'm
you didn't
not
get it
a
in
Yeah,
time.
it's because they
fritter
put it
guy.
on. It had to have holes.
I know, but we can punch holes out in the middle. I was like, fuck yeah, we're getting these donuts. I'm gonna get an apple fritter after supper. Nothing.
Yeah.
There was no holes on the plates on the table, but were you the only one wanting apple fritter? Do you think?
Probably, yeah.
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Just-
I like apple fritters. I'd ate an apple fritter.
I think what also though starting to realize is how high maintenance a t-shirt guy is.
no flowers,
No
apple
flowers,
fritters.
it's a fritter.
No, the flowers are beautiful. I just my nose, man.
What else were you doing in the bathroom that your nose is all
Yeah.
fucked up?
Yeah, right.
If Meg gets flowers in the house, do you get
So you just don't go outside because there's flowers out there.
No, it's just a springtime thing. I get it one time in the spring. Now it's over.
Oh, yeah,
with.
you might
So
have it
actually,
over.
I need to
You're-
thank you guys. 'cause
Yeah, you're welcome.
I
It's
ended
over.
it probably a month before I was supposed to.
Yep. You got
So,
it done with.
Fast tracked that onto my next project, getting an apple fritter. Couldn't. I did probably have about 8 pieces of pizza though.
yeah.
Ooh.
So if
good.
you didn't get any, probably because of me.
Okay.
There's
I
plenty.
didn't have a single.
I didn't
slice
have a
of
single
pizza.
slice either.
I
They
feel
were
like
all
that's
gone when
bad.
I went up there.
Thanks, Ryan.
Fucking t-shirt guy. What are you allergic to being? Never mind.
Say you could say it.
I got another note. This is more funny
Ooh.
than anything. You guys hug the parents and stuff during the ceremony. It's emotional, great. You and your dad one arm hugged you at your wedding.
My
and it
dad
was
did?
fucking hilarious.
I think he had a kid in his arm. He had a grandkid in his arm.
I don't
didn't
think. No, I think he set the kid down for the hugs and then just gave Myles one
Now,
of these.
in his defense, well, one, I will not put that past him. I think he probably didn't feel the need for a second arm. But in his defense, there was already a lot of hugging going on that weekend, and my dad only has a certain quota of hugs
It's
in
like
him,
3 hugs.
right? Like, and 2.5 were already used up at that point, so all he had was a half a hug left.
I hugged him twice the night before.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's
2 arms or 1 arm?
It's like
Two. Yeah, I caught him at the right time, right time of night. Got 2 out of him.
I mean, he was.
It's like the scene from Big Dad. We wasted the good surprise on you. You wasted the good hugs on Ryan.
I know. And
Well, how about me?
He gave you 2.
Nice.
You got 2 arms. Miles got 1.
Nice.
I mean, it's
He was
just
out of
nothing
juice.
new. It's
I think I looked
I
over
told-
at Jared, and when that happened, I was like, Jared, Bud only gave him 1 arm hug.
but it's. I mean, this is the guy I've said on this podcast. When I tell him that I love him, he doesn't know what to do.
I know, it was perfectly on brand for him.
Yes. Also, but in his defense, you know, it still was basically winter out at the time, right? It wasn't springtime yet. His probably shoulder was aching him, and he just couldn't get it up.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
yeah.
But 2 seconds before,
He gave it everything he had for you. That's the type
That's a
of
good-
father-in-law that you're getting. You
Yep.
know, he gives it all for you, not so much for his own kids.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Basically, he loves everyone except for his own kids. Like, I bet he gave you 8 hugs because he's like, oh, Ryan, we just love having you around. Come here, buddy.
Yeah.
I fucking love you. And then my dad to us is just like nothing. So, no, it's fine. It's not trauma.
It's fine. It's all good.
No, he's gotten better at it, I think. That was an improved version.
Not at
by the
hugging.
I
way.
just thought it was funny.
Clearly.
And I was looking for everything.
Yeah,
and so
I was gonna say
noticed
that. These details you got are.
Yeah, I still
Yeah.
got more notes too.
Ryan, you were busy.
I was fucking busy.
You
I was,
were busy.
I was
He's up
golfing
there.
in the morning.
He was in the fight of his life against his nose.
Yeah.
No, not till the next day though. It didn't kick in till the next day. So
Oh.
luckily,
So what are you bitching about?
okay. I don't have much to bitch about, so I have to find the littlest things to bitch about.
See, there we go.
So
He's holding up on our payoff agreement beforehand.
yeah,
Hold on. Should we take a break?
Yeah, we do
Then
a quick.
continue
Next one's
on.
good. Anne's gonna like the next one.
All right.
All right.
We're going to take a break. We're going to keep it rolling. You know what, Ryan?
what's
I
that?
tried to get Ann to let me pose with my Mossberg and her for our wedding photos, but she just wouldn't let me do it.
Well, gender reveal next. You got to
Hey.
start working on that.
Yeah, maybe at my next wedding,
Yeah.
wife will let
Yeah.
me use my Mossberg.
Yeah.
It was still a nice shotgun wedding though.
Hey, nice.
Nice,
Thanks.
Tyler. Yeah.
Tell you what, that evening though, straightest barrel you ever did see. And I definitely wasn't shooting blanks.
We're not talking about that over under either. We're talking about that single barrel.
I don't get it. Ryan, I think it's about that time. Snow's starting to melt a little
Yeah.
bit. We got to get out there. We got to start.
In 3 weeks, guys, I'm going to try and get the first Mossberg kill of 2023
What are you doing?
turkey season.
Turkey.
Mm.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble gobble.
So talk me through it. Do you know which Mossberg you're going to go with?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the over under out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it didn't miss once pheasant hunting, so it's not gonna miss a turkey
Oh
on the
my
ground.
God, here we go. That's because he never fired it because he couldn't get his gun up fast enough between me and Ryan.
Yeah, we got the receipt somewhere. You admitted it.
What?
You admitted how sharp of a shooter I was.
That must have been when I was really drinking.
Wow, I was also like, fuck, I've already shot 18 pheasants today. I'll let Tyler get one.
Mm.
God, I had to have gotten the preserve limit. What's
But yeah,
preserve limit? 90?
Yeah, 90 a person.
Jesus.
That's kidding.
Yeah.
No, we figured, hey, let's have Ryan or Tyler. It was kind of our make-a-wish type of situation.
Yeah, you
with
come
Tyler.
on over here, bud.
So
But yeah, I think I'll do pretty good turkey hunting.
good luck. Good
Thanks.
luck. Guys, if you want to have a great turkey hunt and also be able to razz the bros like we're doing right now, got to go to mossberg.com, get yourself an over undie and get yourself a Mossberg straight barrel. All right. So before we get back into what you guys we're talking about, I do want to bring up something that I wanted to discuss here. So, Anna and I didn't get to do the rehearsal.
What?
What?
So, Anna and I never did a rehearsal.
Oh yeah,
What do
no,
you
you
mean?
didn't. You were taking photos.
They just did the rehearsal without us.
Weird.
Oh.
So were you?
So here's the thing. I've been to many weddings. I've been in a wedding. I've been in 2 weddings now. So I got all that shit down. I know all about who goes where, who stands where with this and that. To my knowledge, I've never been married before. And so I've never done the whole groom up in front of everyone thing. So luckily I tapped into my deep level of knowledge to know the whole passing off of everyone, the one arm hugs, the hey, come back up here.
Yeah.
But once we got to the altar and the front and we're standing there looking at each other, I was flying blind.
You were blacked out.
I quite literally, I was blacked out. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if Amber and I were supposed to be holding hands or not, but all I have to say is we held hands longer than we ever have in our entire life at that ceremony.
We had to, otherwise it looks weird.
Well, but the thing is it's like, I also didn't want to look like a total simp. You know?
You did.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, oh,
Yeah, you were so simping.
You were.
it was like, oh, this guy, like, God, he just can't even let go of his fiance's hands up there. Like,
God.
what? Look how unindependent he is.
Or you should take your pocket watch and just like. flick it
Yeah,
around.
like that's what I was like.
That was one of my notes. You promised you were going to check your pocket watch during the ceremony.
I
You
was
never
blacked
did.
out. I was
Blacked
blacked
out.
out.
He didn't do rehearsal.
You never got to
Yeah.
rehearse.
I didn't get to rehearse my own wedding,
The pocket watch, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
that-
one and done. You don't need to rehearse it.
although I did kill it with one look. Something happened, and I looked at the audience, and I gave him one of these, and went, and big.
Oh,
laugh.
I don't remember what that was.
I don't either.
I don't either, but I was
I
blacked
don't
out.
either.
But
Ryan,
all
were
I
you blacked
remember
out
is
too?
looking at the audience,
Yeah.
giving them like a and a big roar. I actually think
We'll let you know when we see
if
the.
you want to check the seismograph, the Richter scale was
Yeah.
on there. That's how
There's
big of
some
a roar
activity.
of a laugh it was.
There was
Just from one
activity
look.
there.
You know, I commanded the whole room with just a look. And that's what you're really looking for in a groom.
Yeah, it's actually funny that like we rehearsed and you didn't because we just walked down
You
and
stand
stood
there.
there.
I know.
We didn't do any. I mean, we didn't.
I mean, I didn't know when the vows were happening. I didn't know if the ring was coming in from my best man. I didn't know if they were coming in
The ring bearer.
the ring bearer. I don't know what happened. I didn't know what was going on.
Well, it
Absolutely. Luckily, I have an uncanny ability to think on my feet.
I think. Yeah, I mean,
you forget that.
I don't want to sell your talent short, but I mean, your sister just tells you what to do when
I
you're
know,
up
And
there.
but
also-
Yeah,
my
but you can't-
natural instinct is to argue and to go against what people tell me what to
Spaz.
do. So
Passion,
kudos
man.
to
Yeah.
me for using my uncanny ability
Hey,
to think on my feet
you're
and
using-
go with the flow and do what she told me to do.
You're acting like you didn't rehearse. I also didn't rehearse. I'm not freaking out
I know,
about it.
but all you've done since you came out of the womb is thought about your wedding.
that is true.
I didn't know how it
That's
was gonna
true.
fly though.
You were planning this thing when you were like 5-6 years old. Daycare, playing wedding,
Yep.
playing.
playing dollhouse weddings.
I don't know if that.
Ken and Barbie
that's-
getting married.
No, I remember. I remember. I married a chick when I was like 6-7 years old. Actually, Catholic daycare
You
at
married
the
a chick.
Catholic church. Yeah,
Yeah.
Samantha Johnson.
Oh, shout out Samantha Johnson.
What a development.
No, it's one of those
You're in
weird.
your
you tell
second
me.
marriage?
It's one of those weird
Gotta start over.
memories I still have from daycare. Catholic daycare too, by the way. You should be proud of me. Yes, Samantha Johnson.
Like this was
married her.
a daycare, like
What kind of daycare would you go to?
daycare. It was a Catholic one.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
no,
know.
I know.
Was it a daycare run sham of a marriage ceremony, or was this just you and her behind the
Yeah.
building blocks, just getting married.
Yeah, behind the building blocks. Yeah, I think
Okay.
my 7-year-old buddy was the officiant.
Did he let his guests sit down?
Yeah.
Or did he make
We
them
didn't have
stand up?
guests. It was
Oh.
very low key.
Private is like a Vegas
They
shotgun wedding.
eloped behind
Yeah.
the building blocks.
Did you get at least like some orange juice or something for the
Fuck, well-
beforehand?
That actually might have been the day I brought some gum, but I didn't bring enough gum for everybody.
Oh, no.
So they took my whole backpack and put it on top of the cupboards, so I couldn't get to it. And that's when I was done with Catholic daycare. My grandpa retired early, and he said, "You're coming home with me,
Oh,
and
no.
I'm watching you." I was done with Catholic daycare.
Gum fiasco circa 2000 ish.
Yeah, 99.
20000.
Yeah, 19099 potentially.
It's 20 Zoe 101. Ooh.
Ooh. 20. Ooh.
Enough about my first marriage. though. Back to you guys.
You know what? Your first marriage sounds just as magical as mine.
Yeah. We didn't even rehearse either, so
that
things
is
are
true.
lining up here.
And you were 7.
Yeah,
Wow.
Imagine your uncanny ability to think on your feet at 7 years old.
I know. Well, I had nothing else to worry about. At
Let's
that
see an
point.
aptitude test measure that. You know,
Can't.
Let's see a ACT score show that on it.
Can't.
Your uncanny ability to think and speak on your feet.
Think on
Well,
your-
if
speak
we're
on your-
doing,
It's
yeah.
much easier to think when you're sitting down.
Tyler would scored a 34 on that.
30.
On what?
on the ACT.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You got
Oh,
34.
good
Should we
job.
go
You got
around
it.
and say
Good job.
ATC
34 on
score?
reading.
Good job. You got a good score on something that doesn't matter in life.
Got me here.
Yeah, that
You hired me because of my ACT score.
No, I didn't.
You told me that.
he did have it on his
hired
resume.
you because Ann made me.
Thanks, Ann.
You're welcome.
That made me-
This makes me look good.
Anyways, I just had to get that out there that I was completely flying blind. You might as well have just given me just a pair of sunglasses up there because I was flying blind and I had no idea what was coming next.
Yeah. Well, Matt, is Ray Charles? Was he married?
I
He's always flying blind.
I mean,
I felt-
imagine Charles getting
you
married.
basically married Ray Charles up there. And so
Both recording artists.
Stevie Wonder.
we both are recording artists, not Grammy recording artists yet. But
I was flying blind too.
how was the ceremony for you?
It was good. I mean, you didn't have to do anything like outrageous that you had to practice for, right?
I mean, I just would have liked to know what was going on.
I mean, also like the bringing mom down and then bringing grandparents down. That also gets a little confusing too. What's the
I delegated that portion of the
Oh, you did?
thing, yeah. I said I made Ann's brother and my brother take care of that. I
that's-
said on to my next project.
Yeah, I'm flying blind already. You guys take care of this.
Yeah. Last thing I need on my plate is
Yeah.
Grandpa Ralph veering off and chatting with someone halfway down the aisle when I'm trying to seat him.
Tell them a joke.
Yeah. That's
Which you guys will find out about on a future Bellied Up episode, by the way. Grandpa Ralph makes an appearance.
That's it.
He does.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to say I got another one, but I'll save that for the end.
Okay. My next note, Ann,
Yep.
I don't know if you noticed this, but if anyone did, it was you.
Okay.
Your photographer did not turn on silent shooting on her camera.
Ooh.
So it was just every
She might not
15
have had silent shooting.
Still, you got to put like a silencer on it or something.
I kind of like the
Yeah.
You know she's doing her job.
Yeah, she was taking a lot of pictures.
Hey, I haven't heard that camera going off in a matter of minutes here.
You know what is weird?
What's
Taking
weird, Ann?
being the person in front of the camera while silent shooting is happening.
Yeah, I mean that's literally my life with Jake. Jake's holding the camera. I'm standing there. I do a take, and I just stand and waiting for his feedback, and he doesn't say anything. And I go, "Did you get it, Jake? What's going on? Do you want me to do it again? What's going on?" So I know exactly how you feel about that, Ann. What don't you like about that?
it's you don't know when they're taking the photos, so you don't know like how to pose or when to be done.
More candid though. I think it makes it more natural.
Oh, okay.
In the ceremony, definitely they should be candid.
Yeah, that would actually be a very funny like character in a wedding comedy of the photographer who just doesn't really say much. And so everyone's kind of just standing there and they're like, did we get the shot? And then it's just like, I don't know.
That'd be so frustrating.
How was it getting your wedding filmed / shot as a wedding filmographer?
It was easy because so the biggest thing is like when you're in front of a camera, oftentimes people don't like hold things long enough, or they'll be done with the shot and then their face will go from a huge smile to like just like nothing. And if there's like nothing worse than like that, you should just like always end it like super softly or like hold it longer than you think. And so like that was really helpful in like posing and stuff like that. It was easier. But other than that, I just like don't really like being in front of the camera. So it just, I don't know. It was fine though, if that answers your question.
I actually felt so at one point the guy's like, I'm just gonna mic you up because I know he's like, I'm doing the You Betcha guy's wedding, right?
Yeah.
So I could tell by the look in his eyes, it was like, I'm gonna mic you up and just follow you around for a little bit, and you just be normal. And I know he was thinking like, I'm gonna get the funniest shit. This guy's a comedian, whatever. And my butthole just tightened up. And I was like, I got no jokes right now.
I'm flying blind in the jokes department.
This guy's literally staking his career on me doing a little bit of banter and making this video hilarious. And I am freezing up. And it doesn't help that Anne's friends aren't very funny either. So I couldn't banter with anyone in the back room.
What about your own friends?
Well, they were playing on the golf simulator. So I was flying blind. It was me and Grandpa Ralph. He
That was probably great though.
No, he can't hear anything. So it was
Grandpa Ralph's
I don't think he got any. Well, and we can't have Russ on there because he'll just say something inappropriate. So I basically I wanted to be like, hey, sorry that wasn't better. I don't know.
It's like, it's fine.
Yeah.
He's just like, wow, I guess
Big disappointment.
editing really does a lot, doesn't it? So I know he was thinking.
So
but I was also in the lull time where I'm supposed to be relaxing and not be doing that.
I will say one positive. I felt like there was more and probably because we got there at 9 a.m. There was more relaxing time than I'm used to in previous weddings, which I actually really liked. Because you get to spend more time with the bridal party.
Why did we have so much extra time? Because we got there
because we were so efficient.
6 a.m.
But that's the thing. I'd rather get there earlier and chill with everybody.
Classic Midwest wedding though. All like the major interstates were closed and everyone was about 20 minutes to 30 minutes late to the venue. Well, I don't know about the guys, but the girls all were because there was no way to get out there. So there was like these weird back roads that no one knew how to take.
Well, that's the thing though. Interstates closed, back roads.
Yep. And it's hard to explain to people how to take the back roads.
Well, directions. You're going to go till you see this really tall solo oak tree. You're going to take a right. Then you're going to drive by. There's going to be 3 farms on the right and 2 farms on the left. As soon as immediately you pass that farmstead, you're going to take another right. Then you're going to go over 3 sets of railroad tracks, and then you're there.
Well, okay. When I drove out there by myself, made a quick McDick's run on the way. And
no one knows what that means.
McDonald's.
Yeah, people know it.
McDonald's
know
run.
that.
Driving out there, I get on one of the side roads. First side road, you turn off the interstate on, and I'm cruising. Roads are fine for now. Past one person, it was your brother, and I'm like, okay, well, I hope I show up like enough before him to make it like
worth the pass.
He pulled in right behind me. I felt like such an idiot passing. I passed him at like 70 miles an hour, probably.
You don't need to be going that fast.
I wanted to get out there. Food was getting cold.
That is true. Smart.
I had to get out there.
Well, if you would have had the ring warming bag with you.
That is true. I'd turn the sea heaters on and we would have been good to go.
Yeah.
You want my next note?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Took us 3.5 days to get out of our chairs. You guys,
Say that.
when you were talking to everyone coming out, did you share a personal story with every single person?
Dude,
Well, one, we didn't have two people at our wedding like you did.
I didn't. We still didn't even do that.
One. Two, I told her the receiving line sucks.
I agree with the receiving line sucks.
Three, I was rifling people fucking through there. So luckily,
Next.
I'm a professional and I do this for a living. And I was just, hey, how we going? Boom, boom, boom. Go eat your fucking food. Who's up next? Blah, 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 blah. Go get a drink. Blah, blah, you're welcome for paying for the food.
I mean, working at a deli.
It was like, yeah, it was like I was
Yeah.
Sandwich line.
You
Look
got,
at here's a Walmart greeter on Black Friday.
I'll do a cold cuts. Any veggies on that?
you got caught in a couple of conversations with people.
No,
And I was like, I gave you the look and the hit, and I was like, Myles, we got to get on that party
no.
bus.
Yeah, there
I
it is.
was
So Ann was the
navigating.
marshal.
Well, no, here's the thing. I think I don't know if it was your wedding coordinator or who was, but they're like, party bus is leaving now. You guys have to. I'm like,
There's
there's
bride
still
and groom are
50
so
people
right
in
there.
line. They're coming on the bus with us.
Hey, to her, in her mind, the worst thing is getting, because she could have you right there, but then 2 minutes later, you could be across the
Yep.
entire room, and then she
Yep.
has to come get your ass.
No, I understand. Yeah,
yeah.
I understood the assignment.
Yeah. But I'm with you. I probably would have
felt
waited.
that.
Yeah.
I felt because it was like receiving line started, and then about halfway through, I looked into the
It's like half.
ceremony area, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Hey,
there's
were you in the
still
back
so
row,
many
though?
people in
There's a
there.
No, we were about
Middle-ish.
yeah,
Oh,
just
well.
behind middle, and it might have been the dudes letting us out of our seats too.
There was
They let
dudes
us-
letting you out of your seats?
Well, we got out of somebody wouldn't told us when we could get out of our row or whatever.
Really?
Oh.
Ooh.
And I don't know, they must have done it way too early because we got out of our row and then just stood next to our row for the next 20 minutes.
There was guys doing that?
I don't know.
Oh.
Classic prank by them.
But also, it's just like common. It'd be funny if it was like someone that, yeah. But like, it's obvious when to get up. Why? I don't.
Yeah.
I wonder. If
I
we
know,
did that.
but when there's someone tells you, you feel like, all right, I better get up then.
You just
I'm not
stay
just gonna
sitting.
sit here and say, no, fuck you. I'm
I will have to say though, Tyler, for your little bit of dissatisfaction, it's worth it to be able to say something to every person that came, and then there's not that like giant pressure to feel like you have to go talk to everyone the whole night.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is true.
Yeah, because it was either like that or like you go around after your ear while everyone's eating, and it's like then conversations last like
Oh yeah.
20 minutes because they feel like they can talk to you forever. You know?
you gotta do it while they're eating, like stuffing their faces so they can't, oh, you're busy, I'll just move on.
Well, and some people do parents along with us too.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you guys. You didn't.
We didn't do
one.
any of it.
But like, imagine us plus 4 more people.
Tyler's dad was definitely not doing a receiving
No.
line. He was packing up the drone.
Yeah. No,
He was on drone duty.
I think people got up out of their chairs before Becca and I even left.
Yeah, they did.
It was nice though.
Super chill.
I've been talking to those same 20 people all. You're the only people that didn't show up like an hour early. So I've been talking to those guys all fucking day anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's true.
You didn't even receive us out of the wedding.
you didn't need it. I have one final note,
Okay.
and it is not for you two.
Oh boy. Uh oh.
It is for you.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh oh.
Okay.
I'm
another
really glad
deflection
you guys
shot?
didn't do the individual grand entrance thing. You
Oh,
did it as
God.
a group.
Was that one of my things on the podcast before? I can't remember how many things I had that I didn't like
You
about
have
weddings,
so
but
many things
that
I
was
have to
one of
keep
them. If I
track
don't,
of.
if I remember correctly, I might be wrong.
There's a
But
lot of
anyways, keep
rules
going, Ryan
involved
or
with being
Tyler.
married to Anne.
So what they did instead of a
Can I
grand
preface this with my side of the
No,
story?
no. So they did this instead of doing the individual couples in the bridal party. They did all the groomsmen at once and then all the bridesmaids at once. And Ryan led the groomsmen with what could have been the worst gritty ever
Oh,
performed in the history of gritties.
Oh, I like your gritty ride.
Thank you, Jared.
Did you widowee gwitty at my
I
wedding?
widowy
Widowy
gwitty
gwitty that is, and,
At
At
my
the grand
wedding?
entrance at the
Yes.
wedding, doing the gwitty.
and I honestly think it would have been worse if you did a good gritty. So congrats on your
Wait,
bad
did you
gritty.
try to do a bad one?
So was it?
I had a
cringe-
beer
was-
in my hand.
Was it cringy or was it a bad gritty?
I think it was a little cringy, but it was knowing since it was you, I
You
liked
can
it.
live
Yeah,
with
that's funny.
cringy though, because it's naturally supposed to be a little cringy.
Yeah.
And you know what, Tyler? I actually thought the same. What end?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I thought the same thing when I was done with it.
Yeah.
Do you know why I thought that? Because I got thrown into that position. I had no authority at that point.
It's your classic.
But you have an uncanny ability to think on your feet.
Exactly. And I'm like,
Well, you practiced it.
I'm like, if every other groomsman wants me to do this, of course I'm going to step up and do it. I have to.
It
All
was
the
such
little-
a bad
all
gritty
the-
that Charlie Barons looked at me. He's like, "Is that a gritty? Is he trying to gritty?"
It wasn't that fucking
It was
bad.
Do
pretty
you want to
bad.
redeem yourself quickly?
All the 10-year-old boys loved it, though. I bet.
Also, I had a beer in my hand, so I couldn't do the threes with the eyes. I couldn't do the ice in my vein. It was tough. Okay.
I'm on Ryan's side. Also,
'Cause
haven't you ever heard of the Teddy Roosevelt speech about the man in the arena?
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's easy for you to cast a stone sitting from the bleachers, Tyler.
Mhm.
I've never seen you try and gritty in front of anyone.
No, I
In front of
told you that I liked
1,000
it.
people.
1,000 people.
Yeah, 1,000 people when there's
there was
300
actually
chairs.
No, there was actually like 1,500 people if you count the peanut gallery.
1,500 people.
Gritty in the arena.
Yeah, gritty man in the arena.
What I haven't
Just
told
sitting
anyone
in the
though.
bleachers, just jeering and eating your
Hey,
cracker jack.
let me ask Ryan, would you rather do the single, like you and your girl you walked with, or would you rather do the whole group as a guy?
No,
as
I
a bunch of guys?
I loved the group.
Yeah,
group
okay.
thing is
we were
great.
because I mean, bachelor party together,
It's kind of badass.
day together. Yeah. Oh yeah, we were fucking like that was our group.
Because then everyone got to the center and they did a little pose and
Yeah.
then they went.
Album cover. We got a photo of that too. I better see
Yeah.
that here soon.
Okay.
No, I think that's what every wedding should do from here on out. I like the
Yeah.
group thing a lot.
I agree.
It's like the
Yeah.
Patriots. They come
They're-
out as a team.
Yeah.
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 There's more camaraderie in the group entrance
Yeah.
than there is just the duo. 'Cause,
The
I mean,
couples, they
like-
do the same thing every single
Right.
time.
Well,
Yeah.
like even the wedding party, we don't really want to do that.
I
No.
don't know. I kind of miss the hike the bouquet thing between the legs. Football one. I miss the
goal twirl.
the cast and reel the person in.
Mhm.
I fucking miss that a little though.
We
Kinda
should have done
pissed.
that.
My next wedding will do that. Maybe the trend will come back around.
Yeah.
But
No, it
time
will
out,
eventually.
Ed. Did we maybe
We started a trend.
Did we
If
start a
we
trend?
see that with other people, we got to comment.
It-
We
we
stole.
started that.
we
if
sta- we started
anyone
that.
who listens to You Bet Your Radio sees anyone else now after this, do it where all the groomsmen walk out, pose, do something cool, and then all the bridesmaids do that. That's us. You better tag them and say
Not your idea.
credit
Credit.
Ann and Myles because we started that trend. And I usually give credit where credit's due. Credit's all fucking ours.
That was actually your idea.
Credit's all mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Credit
I like
me.
that.
And there, because it's always like the awkward beforehand. You're panicking because it's like you get off the bus and then like you have 2 minutes to figure
Yeah.
out what pose you're gonna do, and every time it's just like, well, let's just do the football one with a beer, or
Or you can do
But-
back to back with the gun.
yeah, or the back to back.
There was one time I was in a wedding and I was walking with a pregnant lady and,
Yeah.
and we filled a bottle of booze with water.
Oh,
and
then
so she
squirted
came in
it.
and started chugging the bottle of booze, but it was water.
I mean, that had to have been
was-
massive amounts of murmurs.
It was so many people. The crowd went silent, and then we was like, "It's water." And then
She
we
should have
ran
like
out.
put the bottle like in between her legs and like just let.
That's what I thought he was going to say.
That's what
I thought it was going to be water broke on the ground.
That would have been funny.
I've
too.
seen a couple times where like the guy has a beer and then it obviously not putting his hands all the way up her dress, but like kind of like towards the bottom and then grabs it and then drinks it.
Ew.
What kind of weddings are you?
I don't know. They must be really
Was I at this
hillbilly
wedding?
weddings.
Like
no.
she opened it with her legs. or-
No. Like he
She
had it in
stuck
his
it
hand.
underneath her dress, twisted, opened the beer bottle, and then pulled it back out. Is that what you're saying?
No.
She stuck it underneath,
Way less graphic than you're
cracked the beer open, hands free, brought it back out,
It's
and the guy drank it? Is that what you're saying?
You're making this way more graphic.
Does the garter have a bottle?
It's
opener
supposed
on
to be
it?
like the baby, essentially. It's like she's giving birth.
That makes it actually even worse.
I think it's way more.
I know
gross.
it's weird, but I think actually the couple was like married, so it was a little bit more normal. Not totally normal, but makes it a little bit
That'd be
better.
funny. You do the football hike between the legs, and the chick's the one that ends up catching it. Just goes under center on the guy, and just freaks out.
Halfback dive.
It's like, yeah. It's always that one kid who like doesn't understand boundaries and like you're you know, like when you play backyard football, it's like shotgun always. And there'd be that one kid who would just go up there and try to do it. You're like, dude, whoa, it's shotgun.
This is 3-on-3 right now.
Get your hand off.
You're
my
going out.
glutes.
I mean, I'm going out for a pass after I hike this thing. I can't be having you run under my nuts.
Also, can we talk a little bit about that? That's the best way we could get the ball hiked.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a quarterback, not to brag.
Yep.
All state 2 years in a row. And
Should we talk about everyone
I
else's
spent my
accomplishments?
this is gonna sound super. I spent my childhood sticking my hand in some other dude's crotch, and
right
that
in
was considered a manly thing to do.
Yeah.
That's considered a.
You guys practice.
We
sticking-
practiced it just on the sideline. Hey, why don't you bend over? We stick my hands in there,
Yeah, it's actually worse than me getting a physical.
and then when I tell you, you're gonna give me the ball.
But only
Cool?
when I tell you to.
But like, I'm gonna pretend to tell you to give me the ball a couple of times, but I'll tell you the number when I really mean it.
It's like, and you just got to hold there, and you just got to accept it. All right, on nine, ready, break.
Oh, legs are
Hut
getting tired?
1, hut 2. I mean, we're teaching. I mean, it's just, it's wild.
Yeah, I mean, we teach kids keep your hands to yourself. Well, apparently that doesn't.
Apparently not in
No.
that sense. Do you think that has anything to do with the emergence of shotgun?
Probably. Yeah, I mean,
You guys, the first shotgun
Kids
quarterback just misses him, so he audibles back to under center.
Just
I need my hand on an ass.
God, it just doesn't feel right.
No.
I just need the back of my hand.
Or
on the
like,
gooch.
the quarterback usually like kind of smacks him on the ass before he gets under center. Is that a thing?
Oh,
Well, I mean, it's not like he
Yeah.
can't feel your hands on his taint when he gets up there under center. Like the fact that he has to slap his butt and then hands, back
The
palm.
slapping of the butt is usually a signal of
it's
sorts.
usually like, I'm gonna do a QB sneak.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It's not like, hey, I'm here. Daddy's
All of
here.
a sudden, the song "Pony" starts playing in the background. So that was a little sidebar note. And why don't women's sports do that?
Lingerie Football League does.
That's
Thanks,
true.
Tyler.
Yeah,
I don't know what
foul.
I was gonna say to that one. Do what?
Go under center. Touch each other's asses.
I think girls, they slap ass during sports.
No, but we're
Yeah.
talking about bending over, sticking your hands in there.
I mean, yeah, it depends on what ground position you're in the UFC, but sometimes,
What are you guys?
yeah.
What are you guys afraid to be a woman or what? It's super manly to do that.
and I don't know how you answer that question comfortably.
I don't either.
Why in soccer isn't there some sort of move like that?
Yeah, women's rugby could. I mean,
Yeah, maybe we don't know about it.
Yeah,
It's
they
like
might
in a
be. There
sport.
might be some grabbing in the scrum in women's rugby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the scrum.
That's what they call the pile in rugby.
oh,
Oh, I see. Yeah,
the scrum
Yeah.
diddly.
yeah, maybe.
Anyways,
Why
What
did
else
see
you got?
you?
Those are all my notes, guys.
I thought you guys originally had the taking off of the garter with the teeth on the. That was on the itinerary. Got
Oh,
booted.
Yeah, what
late.
happened?
What happened there?
God,
I.
I can't believe people do that at a wedding.
What do you mean?
I mean,
I
that's tradition.
I was waiting for you. You never showed up.
That guard, it's so uncomfortable for everyone involved.
Why?
But then he can hang it around his rearview mirror in his truck.
That is true.
I forgot about that.
I could.
I got to get my prom garters back in my
I had
rearview
my
mirror.
girlfriend's prom garter on my mirror for till I graduated high school.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing, Ann.
I never even wore a garter. Is that? I think that was
like at prom or at the wedding.
Either
I
or.
know. We didn't wear one at prom.
What's the point of them?
So we have something to hang in our mirrors.
What a
Yeah.
prude.
I actually hung mine on my side mirror on the outside.
Outside.
Yeah.
Flapping the whole
Yeah.
After the winters,
I used to wear. I used
Yeah.
to. I used to wear it as a headband at gym class.
It's kind of like
I have a papicture from prom
It's like
with the
lacy.
garter on my head from high school at the dance.
I had patellar tendonitis in high school. Used to wear used to
CT
double
band.
wrap it.
Like those
and wear
black
it.
bands you'd wear around your
Sweatband.
Yeah.
patellar tendonitis.
Fuck. Left my band at home. All I got is a girder.
Oh, yeah. You said that there was going to be no gimmicks during the dance, like the Billy Joel pants down. We did it after you left.
I left though.
Yeah.
They had no control over
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we
You
didn't
guys
have
did that, huh?
Yeah, you were there. You're in it.
Pants down?
Yeah, you're
No,
in,
I wasn't.
You're there in the video.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
1000% wasn't.
Let's see
I
it.
remember.
Oh.
Jared was there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jared's
He
like,
was
yeah.
there, but he wasn't. Lights were on. No one was
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is funny is, I don't know, Charlie Barons was there, and apparently he had never heard of that before. And I think my mom said she was talking to him at the time when that started. And he's like, my mom was like, well, you're going to go drop your pants down? Go do it? And he's like, what?
What a
So I
culture
think
shock.
I think it might be a very regional thing.
Yeah, kind of like the blenders. It's a blender situation on our hands again.
Super popular.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know what we're talking about, people in this area will, when they play Piano Man, correct?
It's usually
They'll all circle up in a circle
yeah.
in a circular formation,
Sphere.
and the guys will all drop their pants to the ground, just be standing in their underwear, and everyone
Like sways back and forth.
sways at the end, and I just kind of really hate it, and so I cheesed it out of there before anything like that happened.
Yeah,
Is that why we left early?
No, but
Oh.
yeah,
No, but yeah.
you knew that was gonna happen.
you just at your own party, you can't be.
Cut with your pants down.
Yes,
Yeah.
nice, Jared.
And thank God no one
Jake
had
got a
their
laugh.
dick in their hand. No, if you're throwing a party for yourself, you can't be there when the lights turn on. You know, disastrous. It's
Weird vibe.
Just like you can't start the wedding ceremony on time. It's disastrous.
That's kind of a power move. All weddings I've been to have damn near started on time.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Mine started 2 minutes late because we were waiting for 4 guests.
You started 2 minutes
Yeah, apparently
late
it's my fault.
because they couldn't get the drone up in the air.
The drone got up just fine.
couldn't get cleared. Cleared
Better
by
see the little juice.
The FAA was on the radio with your
Yeah.
dad for a moment. It was looking like a shaky situation.
No, FAA only needs to get involved when you fly above 50 feet, which he
Well,
did not.
also he better have a commercial license to fly that. Otherwise, that video footage better not be sold anywhere.
I'm not
It'd be a
selling it.
$10,000 fine.
In our defense, Ann did take a wrong turn. And Myles was passionate about that wrong turn. So
See, that does sound way better.
it does, yeah. He was very passionate about that.
It
wrong
was
turn.
very. Now I'm married. How should I say it? I was a bonehead move.
yeah.
I
What
don't
would
got
you have
anything
said
to
if you weren't married? That's
Wait, okay.
mean.
This was, I wonder, we would have made it like literally on time, even if I didn't miss that turn.
No, we would have made it 10 minutes early.
10 minutes.
Right.
Literally, the GPS switched.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys.
GPS switch till
It was absolutely, and the worst, and we've been over this. The worst part is that she missed the turn. If she just wouldn't have gotten
Yeah,
out
the
of the
roundabout, yep.
roundabout, if she would have just stayed in the roundabout,
It's illegal to go all the way around the roundabout.
Oh God,
That's my take.
It's also illegal to stick your hands in another dude's ass, but they do it on the football field every fucking day.
That's not illegal.
Every fucking day.
That's pretty illegal.
It is consensual on the field. So.
Well, I never. Well, yes, I did. That's always going to be. All right, coin toss the front, and we're going to need QBs and centers all at the beginning, and everyone needs to grant consent to the quarterbacks. That's the way it's going to be.
Never had to sign papers.
Yeah.
it's like before a MMA fight, they're like, "Fighter, are you ready? Fighter, are you ready?" They're like, "Center, do you consent?"
Play ball.
Yeah.
Play with his balls. The last thing I was gonna say. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. We do the receiving line that Tyler was pissed about. Then we go to the party bus, and I'm walking out there, and I turn to get on the bus and put my first foot up on the step, grab the railing, and I look up. I shit you not. There is a bald white dude driving the party bus. We apparently hired the one guy in the Fargo-Moorhead area that looks like Johnny Sins to drive the party bus. Dead serious.
It wasn't him?
It might have.
No one saw Johnny Sins and that guy in the same room.
Yeah. Shit you not.
Do you have a picture of him?
I do.
Okay, I forgot to get I was gonna get a selfie with him after on my way out, but I forgot. And
You should have brought your photo and got it signed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was gonna be the driver.
True.
I did
thought
tell
he-
him that I loved his work.
I thought he had
Love
another
your work.
I thought he had another gig booked that night.
Oh, yeah, he was shooting a movie right after you guys got
Yeah,
off
he
the
was
bus.
on set that night.
That's the bus.
We literally, our party bus was the bus.
It just had some yeah.
I have a picture of it. I'll show you after, Tyler.
Oh,
Okay.
also, Tyler, whose gritty was better? Oh, wait, there he is right there.
I can't
You
see
got to
that
come
far.
over here. All right.
You got a photo of him?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the guy. He's even got the sunglasses. That's the guy. And all right, which gritty was better? Oh, wait, was that the end?
Yours. By far.
Yeah, it also wasn't in front of 2,000 people though.
Also, Ryan, dance like no one's watching.
Yeah, the big...
That's literally a line. You're supposed to dance like no one's watching.
know.
You said
I
you were
know.
on Ryan's side, Myles.
Now that I saw this video footage of me doing the gritty, and he was bitching about having a beer bottle in his hand, beer bottle in my hand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Was yours a can or a bottle?
It wasn't your...
There's a bottle.
It wasn't your upper body that was the problem. You were like, you didn't know if you were going to skip or shuffle. It was your feet that was the issue.
I also had to go in between tables, which were really tight. So I couldn't get loose. I couldn't get loose.
That's what made it weird, was the footwork was off.
Also, brand new boots, had worn them 2 minutes before I put them on that morning.
Okay.
They were stiff. They were stiffer than that bus driver driving us around in the party bus.
That was unreal. Unreal that we got on the bus and that's who it was.
I don't know this story, but I'm
Yeah.
eager to find out.
I Google him.
I don't be that eager to find out.
Okay.
Is this guy right here? This is the bus driver.
And you got the picture framed?
Ew, weirdly.
Dead serious, look just like him.
Yeah,
That
it
was the
does,
bus driver.
It does look just like
Oh, Ryan,
Go on.
did you know this?
Know what?
How you start your day really sets the tone for the rest of it. Did you know that?
Yeah. Success, daily routine.
Some people start with coffee and a donut, others with energy drinks, hard-boiled eggs. I'm a hard-boiled egg guy. Holiday has everything that anyone would ever need.
I start mine with all those.
What would your
Coffee,
Wow.
energy drink, donut, and hard-boiled egg.
All in
HE.
one.
how many hard-boiled eggs you suck down
At one time, 2.
at the same time?
No, not at the same time. No, no. Subsequently,
I'm trying to think of how, if they were entering your mouth at the same time, what the arrangement would be. They can't go in.
no, yeah,
That's not at the same time. So you just
Yeah, you ever played that marshmallow game, Chubby Bunny?
Yeah.
But with hard-boiled eggs.
Okay.
From
that's maybe a new holiday game that people
Yeah.
can play.
yeah.
Guys, go to Holiday, buy hard-boiled eggs in Holiday, see how many you can fit in your mouth, then tweet it out.
Yeah,
And
if you
if
can
you
get
do-
5 or more, then you get them for free.
And if you choke, it wasn't us that told you to do
and
that.
you have to say Holiday Bunny
Yeah.
when you're doing it. And every time you put a new egg in, you have to say Holiday Bunny. And we're gonna find a winner.
And you get
That's about it.
free hard-boiled eggs.
So many hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah.
Holiday Bunny.
After one egg.
There's gonna be one person that's gonna tweet that out.
There's so much egg in your mouth.
Hey, but we never said what the prize was, so it might be worth it.
Could be.
Could be a trip to all expense paid trip to Cambodia. All I'm saying.
Or it could be an attaboy.
Yeah. Or it could be a thumbs up.
A thumbs up emoji.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to have practically any beverage you could ask for, from fresh ground, fresh brewed coffee to energy drinks, juice or iced tea, pick up a coffee for the morning and a pop or energy drink for the afternoon, pick me up.
I love a good pick me up.
Guys, don't pass gas. Turn on in the holiday gas stations. Look for the neon blue light. All right, Ann. Well, why don't we wrap this up with your final thoughts on the wedding, Ann?
I didn't need a rehearsal like you did.
Ooh.
How about
Season.
it was beautiful? I'm so glad that
The
we got
flowers are
married.
beautiful despite all the
The
allergies that
flowers were
happened.
beautiful. Lot of pollen.
Can you feel the allergies in the air tonight?
And we owe Ryan an apple fritter.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Well, I was going to say you looked beautiful.
Oh,
You did, Ann.
Love was in
Thanks.
the air. Can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together, Ann. But yeah, you go ahead and just worry about the apple fritters. That's sweet.
are we do? You want to do our vows again, or
No, I
Okay.
can't. That also, we should have just went with the generic vows.
Oh, the
You-
vows were good.
thanks,
Yeah,
Ryan?
no, they turned out good, but it was kind of a pain in our ass to get them written.
We did them like
Did you guys do them the night before
yeah, at like midnight.
Yeah.
or morning of?
It
No.
was early wedding morning.
We had them basically written. We just needed to write them down the next morning.
We had them written, but we just had to
to write
think of what we were going to say.
We had right now. We just wrote it down.
I did write mine at the venue.
Mentally, we had
Did
an
you?
outline.
Yeah, I wrote it physically at the venue. Yeah.
Pen to paper.
Whoopsies.
So-
P to P.
Next wedding.
My sister almost had a heart attack when we told her on Friday that we didn't have our vows done yet. She had prepped what she was going to say for months at this point. So
We could have just Googled.
Well, that's why she forgot to
generic
tell us to
vows.
sit down. She was panicking about your vows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
it's true.
In her defense.
All right. Well, Ann, we did it. You survived the wedding review. It wasn't too bad.
No.
No.
One more question. Appropriate amount of clinking of the glasses. Too much, too little. What did you guys
I
think?
thought it was great.
I thought
did
it
too.
was a good amount.
It was like
yeah.
right at the beginning. I think the DGen table and back started the first one because I could see him from my
Mhm.
seat.
Thank you for not putting me with them.
That
Oh.
table was
Oh,
a
really?
riot.
Yeah.
Oh. Are you being serious?
No. I mean, no, it was fine. I was glad I wasn't with them.
They were getting loose.
Oh, yeah.
Is he being serious? I can't tell.
I don't know
Up
what
for
back table
interpretation.
this was.
Wasn't Jared at that table?
He was.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So
Jared doesn't remember a
Jared,
fucking
yeah,
thing.
Jared doesn't
I
wait in
didn't see
because he
that
doesn't
bad
remember.
the only thing I remember about Jared being at my wedding is he wore a great shirt that evening.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
Did I wear?
He doesn't remember what he wore.
Oh, he has that corduroy brown.
Yeah.
That's a
Great
great
shirt.
Yeah.
Great
Appreciate that.
shirt. I actually wrote it down in my diary on my honeymoon.
Jared had a great shirt today.
Jared had a great shirt today. A little jealous and peeved because we have a similar complexion, and I think it would have also looked great on me. So now I have to awkwardly ask him if I can borrow it.
Or it's like during the wedding, you're like, "Can I have your shirt?"
Jared, yeah, wrap that up for the renewal of the vows
Yeah.
ceremony.
Yeah.
10
Save
years
it.
from now.
Or Secret Santa.
Put it in your
next year.
freezer.
Hopefully you get me for Secret Santa next year.
What the
Wear it
fuck?
out, and then when you're done using it, just send it my way.
yeah.
No, good amount of clinking of the glasses, I think. Wasn't overdone. We also didn't like do a game with it. I feel like that gets to
Thank
be a
God.
lot.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
just.
well, then it encourages it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I figured out the way to do it though. So if Jared at yours wedding, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to tell people how much you want them to clink the glasses. You say that's your favorite part. You can't wait for it.
Okay.
And then it just everyone's like, well, it's
That's
not
not
fun.
fun.
If you're making him do something that he wants
Reverse
to do.
psychology.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I did, and it absolutely worked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll write that down in my.
Or just have plastic everything.
So I will
Yep.
trade that tidbit of mental information for your shirt.
you got to get that shirt.
Yeah, I'll
over
get it to you
to him, Jared.
But also, speaking of me writing in my diary on my honeymoon, next episode,
Mm.
the honeymoon episode.
Mm-hmm.
Lot to uncover in that.
Yeah, we don't know much about this. We knew obviously we were at the wedding, but honeymoon, I mean, this is all brand new for us.
Yeah, we're
Me
just
and
going to
Ann-
buckle in.
It was just me and Ann on vacation for 2 weeks. So lots to cover.
Yeah, lots to cover.
Lots to
Some-
talk about. I
lots
think
to
we
give.
might put Ryan in between Ann and I for that.
Okay.
Lots
and-
to give.
Oh, and we have gifts for you guys.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Just like your parents would bring you home something when they went on
Yep.
vacation, I got you guys a little something.
Hell yeah.
And
That's how
The
you
last-
know he was losing it towards the end of the 2 weeks.
oh my
We went out
god,
looking for a
this would be
souvenir.
great on Ryan.
Looking for bottle openers.
I wrote that in my diary. I got the best gift for Jared. It'll absolutely compliment his shirt.
It is good. right.
So that and the last teaser I'll do for the next episode, for the honeymoon episode, is Anne made me go on a hike. I went on a hike. So tune in next week for the episode. Disaster. Anyways, that's all I'll say. Guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of You Betcha Radio podcast. May your weddings be reviewed and your hands be consentedly put in where they should be. Cheers, Ryan and Ann.
Cheers.
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.